beautifully overcast day out here at the river house, and I'm here because I misspoke. So we were talking with septic tank installer and discussing in general how he was going to get out to where we're going to dig. And I'd gotten ahead of myself and I said, you know what, Dad's coming out here tomorrow with the dozer and we can yada yada yada, clear all that out, make you a road. He was worried about ripping out his tires. The trouble is, I talked about it as if it was a certainty, and then things fell apart. So now I've kind of committed to this road thing, so I'm out here to try to put it in with the backhoe and hope I don't cut my tires. It's fine. We'll go careful. We'll get her done. I also got some teeth in the mail, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. It is not what it showed. I think it'll fit. It is not what it showed, however. It appears to be the same as that one right there. Just, you know, with more pointy bit. Not what it showed in the catalog. It showed it a pretty simple tooth. A welded tooth. But that's fine. If I got a more expensive tooth for the less expensive price, I'm certainly not going to complain about that. So let's see if we can knock that bad boy off without dinging ourselves and get a new one on. So these are the tabbed teeth. Right, they just have some tabs that step in there. It does have a few that have been drilled and pinned, which is the other way, I guess, that they're mounted on there, but this one happens to be tabbed. So I should just be able to knock it off. Well, that part's easy. I'm a little less sure how to drive it on. You can see that the old one had been cracked for a long time, all the way up the side right here. And then when I rolled that one rock, I broke it right through here. Because I can't hammer on the direct on the top of the tooth, right? Do I find a rock or a stump or something and just roll the bucket into it? Yeah, I'm a little unsure of myself on how to proceed here. Well, brute force and ignorance saved the day. I used a rock at first. Softer than I expected. Gave Dad a call, but he said that all his are the roll pins. So we figured you just had to tap it on there. And I was going to use the machine and find me a big old rock and smack it down. First I just tried using a rock and the hammer, and then I just used the hammer. Didn't mark it up much. You know, this is one of my grandfather's old hammers. And Grandpa was a rock and concrete man, so she'd already seen some stuff. But yeah, hey, it's on. We've been toothed up. Dad made the comment that he thought all the teeth had been put on backwards, but that I should just put it on the same direction all the rest of them were going. So this one and this one are clearly from the same litter. And then this one, so that's what I did. This is the kind I thought I was getting, where it has the socket and then this hard steel plate welded to it. You can see the weld line right there, as opposed to the casts. These are all cast. That's what the picture showed. That's what I thought was coming. But cool. Let's go see if we can make this road. Standing here watching this drip. Dang it. But that's not the problem. I go over here to turn the fuel on, and I don't know what happened to it, but it's yeah. Oh hey, it's dripping over here too. Awesome. Well, shoot. What a fiasco that turned into. I could not get that tube to seal. I suspect it was antifreeze contamination. The patch is just, it's like the antifreeze worked itself loose out underneath the patch and separated the glue. It just would not seal. Didn't help that I put a second hole in the tube with the tire changer, pinched it where the debeading tool comes in. Just would not seal. It was got so bad that I actually came out here, everything was fine, dumped it on the ground, rolled the tire over to here, and when it flopped down, no joke, when it flopped down right here, so I couldn't just mount it tubeless because that tire had a wound in the sidewall. That's why it had been taken off with such good tire tread on it anyways. So you couldn't run tubeless. So I dug around, what do I have available? And I had this thing, which I was saving to put on the spare rim for the Jeep. It's this is a tube type tire mounted on a tubeless rim as opposed to a tubeless tire we were trying to mount with a tube. 750 16 light truck, load range C. It is half the tire what I took off, but it is round and holding air. So we're gonna go ahead, I mean it could be as old as the tractor. We're gonna go ahead and put it back to work. I don't know how well it'll handle the rock cut. It's got a lot of thick tread on it, even if the load range isn't very high. And you know, it's a bias ply tube tire, so the sidewalls are really thick. I mean, what else am I gonna do, right? So we'll give it a try. Well, she held air. No problems. I gotta find out where it's leaking engine oil. No problems. I can really feel the difference, unfortunately, without the antifreeze in that tire. I mean, it was bad before, right? You know, it's had antifreeze in the tire since the beginning, and she wanted a wheel stand then. So she really wants to wheel stand now. So I better get on attaching those other weights right there. You know, another 60 pounds. That's not nothing. It'll help. It'll help. I can probably put another 40 or 50 pounds up here. Well, it's just sort of picking at stuff. I got these rocks moved. Got a little, went a little splunking to get underneath some of them, but whatever. They're gone now. Still got to move these somehow. I guess set the blade there and get a pry bar and just walk them into the bucket. Maybe drag these out onto the flat and then shove them. The big ones went over there, and the little ones went over there. I went and made him a bit of a road, filled in the rock spots, and it's really the best I can probably do. He can get up in here now. You know, he'll have to decide where and when and what he does, but I did some due diligence. I'd love to keep moving those rocks, but my head is killing me. Probably sun dehydration. Haven't been drinking enough. And I got the Spartan tomorrow, so I just gotta go home. What a worthless, worthless day. By the time I was done with that tire, worthless day. But tomorrow's another one, and so is the day after that. It certainly is a beautiful day at the river house.